Hey guys, some of you know that I spent some time recently up northeast of Tucson with my brother. He's recovering for some issues that he's suffered recently, and he is doing very well. So, for all of you that gave us your best wishes, I really super appreciate it. In the meantime, while I was there, because everywhere I go, I can't help myself but look down and see what's around me. I found some really neat rocks, and I wanted to share them with you. So let me turn this around for you. All right, here you go. So I'll just go from left to right. Really cool sample of azurite and copper ore. This was actually a decorative piece which was in the guy's yard, who's my nephew, actually. But while I was there, my niece saw me admiring the rocks, and she said, "Hey, grab a handful." These were my mother's rocks, and he's selling the house, and we're just going to lose them if somebody in the family doesn't grab some. So I obliged her and just got a few. Now he's got these rocks decorating walkways that cover roughly 3/4 to a half acre to 3/4. Oh, excuse me, about 1/4 to a half acre of land, which is a pretty good hunk of land when you're talking about decorating it with really super pretty rocks like this. Anyway, I just thought this was gorgeous. So I don't have many rocks that have just a lot of eye-popping color. The rocks that I have are a lot more like this, although this is a pretty dramatic example. It was laying just like this, and I picked it up. I said, "Man, I got to have that." And it's just a hunk of chalcedony that sat on the ground and collected silica-rich water and built up this large crystal sitting on the ground. And I picked it up and I started looking at it, and man, it is one just gigantic agate is what this thing is. I started looking around the edges. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing is just one gigantic agate. Look at that. Beautiful color. It's all the way. It's about 1.5 inches thick on one edge. Look at that. And then maybe 3/4 of an inch on the other, and then on the bottom, it's all chalcedony. This is beautiful how this thing formed. And look at that hunk of agate right there on that corner. Just a beautiful rock. Just, I don't know how many millions of years. Speaking of that, I wanted to clarify something. I thought for the longest time that the rocks around this area in the northern part of the Sonora Desert, the Gadsden Purchase area, were in the area of about 2 billion years old, about half the age of the Earth. I found out recently that I'm wrong. The average age of rocks in this area is about 60 million years. Not all. There are some really super old rocks, and there are rocks that are obviously a lot younger. But I just wanted to clarify that. So I will try and do much better on researching the age of any specific rocks that I'm going to assign an age to. Anyway, I found a seashell that was just sitting there, and I thought, I have no idea where this came from, if it's from Arizona or not, who knows. It was in his yard. He had several seashells. You do not see many seashells like this in southern Arizona. I don't know, what kind of shells you find in Utah. And these are actually the my two favorite. This is a piece of chalcedony that formed in an empty cavern within a granite following cooling. So a bubble, right? You have a gas bubble in the granite, gas goes away, silica fills it up, silica-rich water fills that thing, eventually the silica crystals grow, and if it's empty like that, then there won't be any foreign bodies in it, and you'll be able to see through it. Now you can't quite see through it, but it does have it's much more transparent than the next one I'll show you, which is another example of chalcedony. But this one is just so, it's like a pure hunk of chalcedony. I don't know why, I just always think these are so fascinating. And here's the last one. My back is killing me. Oh shit. Also, a hunk of chalcedony. However, this one is quite different. This one, if you can see, there's a line right here running across, and I didn't think it would show it very well on camera, and it doesn't, but there's also some other line patterns that are much more faint in there, and you can see them on this side too. Again, very, very faint. What this is, this used to be a piece of sandstone, and it has undergone silification and is completely siliconized, and now it is a fossil of a piece of sandstone, and it is just so, I just find these fascinating. I don't know why. I collect them. Chalcedony nodules, I call them. I think they make great for forming, this one, it does have a chip in it right here. I think they're great for forming tools, cutting tools. In fact, yeah, it doesn't show up on camera at all here. Oh, it's on this side here. You can see at the corner here, there's some flaking going on, which gives you an indication that, yeah, this thing would make a very sharp tool with a skilled tool maker, which I am not. I have zero experience in making tools of flint or anything like that. Anyway, I thought I would share this with you. Hope you enjoy. You guys, you keep looking down and stay positive. Okay, life. Sometimes it does get us down, and sometimes it gets me down. And friends, family, just reach out, give you your neighbor, and say, "Hey, dude, man, I just need somebody to talk to." And you know what? I live by myself, and I have done that, and I have found some super, super rich in their heart people that have helped me out. And yeah, so don't hesitate. I love y'all, and keep looking down, man, because you never know what is underneath you. Bye.